Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set, ready. This is Pittsburgh. 40's Mike. On game, pull. Extreme.
First down, Kaiser. That one complete. He finds Sharp. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back, back, back. Cover, cover. Go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Go. Mike 52.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
52. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm over. You better bring it. Mike 52. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 52. Set up. Silver.
To throw again on second down. Kaiser, he finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, here's Fournette. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Set. Hey, Lobo. 52 right here. 52. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Watch the eye. Ready.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jackson options out left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On third down, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. And
it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Come on, guys. We got this.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, London.
On the double. Mike.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Justice Hill, his fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Foles. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check it back, check it back.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
This one should have gone in favor of the defense, don't you think? They flush the quarterback to the left side. He's a right-handed thrower, so you know how difficult it is to get your body back around and make a good throw, let alone to the middle of the field, and end up getting a completion to his big tight end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Foles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
64. Greystone, Travis.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Yeah, let's go.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Foles. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Foles now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I don't think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Buying time to his left. Underneath here to Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Throwing is Jackson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
I'm going back to you.
Operating from the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we're going to find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll rifle this one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach at our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, it's Hill. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, 4 down. Jackson
operating from the gun. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, and they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lamb. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Let's go. Mike 40, Mike.
Hey, Mike 7.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Girl.
2nd and 3. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. 20.
Cut.
Here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
52's the mic. 52's the mic.
12.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You.
Go.
You.
2nd and 5. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
No.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Hustle, hustle. 29 is Mike, 29. Watch the back, watch the back. 29 is Mike, Mike 29. Watch the pass. 29 is Mike.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And they rattle off a big one. 56 yards. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Come on, set. Come on, it's a game. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
On 1st down, Hill. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Green 80. Hey, sound one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, that's with a 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
12 yards there and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
52's the mark, boys. 52. I got wide. Check 99.
Purple 64. What we got?
Hey, Mike 52.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Go! Yes!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
No. Check that.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. You got 3 down.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. This one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.